Hey everyone, it's Smitha. Today we're going to be trying on a bunch of the MAC Nude lipsticks that they brought back. A lot of these shades were previously existing, although there are a couple in here that are new. But this is really exciting because everyone had been begging for MAC to bring back some of their iconic shades, and they delivered. Because I was late to the makeup game, these shades are actually new to me, which is really exciting, but I have heard them talked about time and time again, especially by so many creators that I follow and love. First, we have the shade Stone, and this is described as a muted grayish taupe brown. It is the shade that I was most excited for. It is the Sleek Satin formula, and here's what it looks like swatched on the back of my hand. Here's what the shade looks like without a lip liner on, and I actually would wear this all on its own, but I think that my perfect lip combination would be pairing this with a brown lip liner. So let's go ahead and put that on. Let's go ahead and pair it with a really deep cool tone brown liner. This is the shade Char from Unearthly Cosmetics. On me, I think this shade looks a little bit better with a little bit of definition. You can use any deeper brown liner like that for this type of combination. This is the shade Alone Time, and this is described as a sheer shine lipstick, and it is a mauve brown. Here's what it looks like swatched on the back of my hand. This is also cooler toned, which I like, and I sort of think that this is a great My Lips But Better day-to-day shade. It's another one that I think would look nice paired with a lip liner, but also looks nice all on its own. This is another sheer shine formula, and this is the shade Signature Move. Here's what it looks like swatched on the back of my hand, and this is described as a grayish. And this is also another shade that I really think looks great all on its own. You could add a little bit of definition with a deeper brown liner, but on my skin tone, it works all on its own. Uncensored is another Luster Glass sheer shine, and this is described as a cool dark brown. And here's what it looks like swatched on the back of my hand. As someone who really loves a glossy finish, I really enjoy this formula. I also love the fact that it's so comfortable. Now we have the shade Whirl, which is a silky matte formula, and it's described as a dirty rose. Here's what it looks like swatched on the back of my hand. I think it looks nice all on its own, but it'll look a little bit better if we cool it down with a richer brown liner. Yeah, I like this combination just slightly better. On the deepest shade in the line, this is Antique Velvet, and it's the Maximal Matte formula. Here's what it looks like swatched in the back of my hand. It is slightly warm toned. And here's what it looks like on the lips. For me, this is the perfect 90s grunge brown lipstick. We're gonna get into a few of the lighter tone shades, and these are gonna look better with a lip liner, but I'm gonna show them on their own first. This is the shade Faux. Faux is a satin lipstick. Here is what it looks like swatched on the back of my hand, and I would describe this as a light mauve. Yeah, this is definitely a shade that needs a deeper lip liner. I'm gonna go in again with Unearthly Char. I'm just gonna blend it in with my fingertip. This is actually one of my favorite combos so far, I think. And now we have Flesh Pot. I know, on me, this is going to look a little bit scary, but trust the process. I'm gonna go back and put it over a heavy liner. Here's what the shade looks like all on its own. Let's go in first with some really heavy brown liner. And now what we're gonna do is just put a little bit into the center of the lip. So this is how I would wear a shade like a Flesh Pot. Last but not least, we have the shade Creme de Nude. This is actually not one of the newly released shades. This has been around, but it is a nude lipstick from MAC, and I wanted to try it on and show you it as a combination. Here's what Creme de Nude looks like all by itself. Start off again with a deeper liner. So I started off with this cooler, kind of more taupe brown called Cursed from Unearthly. And again, I'm just gonna put a little bit of Creme de Nude in the center of the lip. Here's what my combination with Creme de Nude looks like. I think that Creme de Nude and Flesh Pot in particular are good mixing shades, but obviously they're not going to be good all on their own shades for someone of my complexion or deeper. They are more for pale-skinned people. And this is what Flesh Pot looks like swatched, and this is what Creme de Nude looks like swatched. This is a sleek satin formula. Creme de Nude is a cream sheen formula. All right, you guys, I hope you found this little try on of the MAC nudes that I picked up to be helpful. I'm honestly so happy to have these lipsticks in my collection. It feels like something that's just a really important part of makeup history. And I honestly think that MAC has done a great job of having an inclusive nude lipstick range. Let me know in the comments which shades and combinations were your favorite and which you own or are on your wish list. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.